Stolen Nation back again, man. So Kamaru Usman has made a video apology for, a lot of people are saying he secretly recorded a conversation with him and Anthony Joshua after, we all know he had a car crash in Nigeria where he lost two of his good friends. And before I show you the video, I'm going to show you some context of, what people are saying was a secret recorded conversation between the two of them.
It's a funny way of moving things, man. Hey, man, we thank God. I'm telling you, you scared the world. You scared the world. And it's crazy because, obviously we deal with the haters, we deal with all of the bullshit each and every time. It sucks that it takes something serious like this to really see, how many people have their eyes on you, on the world.
People, so that was a conversation that he had with Anthony Joshua. A lot of people are saying that he deliberately recorded the conversation. Kamaru Usman, before he said that, he was streaming all day. He forgot that the person was behind him recording the conversation. And obviously, I want to know what you guys think. I'm not going to give my opinion. I want to know what the people think. And then this is what Kamaru Usman has to say with his apology. I've not watched it. I saw it. I was like, you know what? Let me just watch that with the Stolen Nation. And yeah, let's just hear what it got to say, man.
Henry, and it was a tough enough situation to where I had to make a public apology, which I've never done, ever, because I've never been in a situation where I had to do something like that. But it was necessary. It was necessary because the biggest thing as a man, I feel like you have to take responsibility when you've messed up, whether it was accidental or not accidental. You have to take that full responsibility. And I had to, and I did that. I was angry for a lot of different situations. One, I was angry that that was an oversight on my part by not watching my full video vlog that was out to understand that was in there. So I was angry because that's...
Hey, people, I would have thought, if you're doing like a live stream and stuff, and you've had like a sensitive conversation with someone, like Anthony Joshua, we all know what happened. You would have remembered that you had that conversation. But obviously, he's saying he doesn't remember, he didn't think about that. And, obviously, I can't call man a liar. I don't know, like, if it's true or not. But that's why you let me know, people, like, what you think, man.
My fault, because anything that goes out on my channel, I am ultimately responsible for. So I'm angry that I missed that. Second of all, I was angry because I had put, my brother, my Nigerian brother, AJ, in another situation. For people to be judging and saying certain things, oh, why does he seem this way? Why does he seem that way? I was angry hearing and seeing all of that. Most importantly, I was just angry at myself for even giving them a lane to even try to attack him in that way. So, man, I take full responsibility. I can't...
Hey, people, so yeah, like, that's his apology, yeah? And obviously, Ariel, he's came out and, he's given his verdicts, his opinion on the situation. And let's just say he ain't really too happy with, what Kamaru Usman did, man. Yo, let's go check it out. Let's go see what Ariel has to say, man.
Thursday, I see a video of Kamaru Usman sitting cage side at some event. He's very clearly speaking to Anthony Joshua on FaceTime. You're hearing Anthony Joshua talk about it. You're hearing him talk about his friends. And I'm thinking to myself, like, did Anthony Joshua know that he was being filmed? He clearly did not want to speak publicly just yet. Did he know that he was being filmed, and did he know that this would be out there and would essentially be his first words about a life-changing, shocking, tragic, scary event? Kamaru was talking about, like, oh man, crazy that we meet this way. They had never spoken before. Not only had they never met in person, they had never spoken before on the phone or anything.
Hey, yo, listen, I didn't even clock that, So that was the first time them two spoke. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think, people? What do you think, man?
Man, it's crazy. And then he's saying, like, man, you had us scared there. You had us scared there for a moment. I was so happy that everything was okay. But, like, Bro, the guy lost 2 of his best friends. What are you talking about? This is nothing to celebrate. All of it was so weird. So I asked around and I said, hey, did AJ know that he was being filmed? And what I was told was, not going to bother him, but highly, highly unlikely he did not know that he was being filmed. And certainly he did not know that that would be disseminated to the world on a video blog. And I was like, there's no way, man. There's no way. He had to have asked him. He cannot be that big of a, as the kids say, clout chaser, that he was so excited that he had the great Anthony Joshua on FaceTime that he had to film it and then post it. And then lo and behold, I see this tweet. It completely slipped my mind that my conversation was recorded. I realized after and was asked about it. That's not something I would ever do to a friend/brother who we just met. Don't believe for a second that this kind of just slipped his mind. If you're going to play media guy, know the rules. Because if someone did that to him in his career, at the prime of his career, he'd be pretty pissed off. Not to mention someone coming off a life-altering, tragic event like the one his friend/brother.
Hey, people, yo, listen, I didn't actually realize that was the first time. I must have somehow missed that part, but I didn't realize that was the first time that them two spoke. And, you know, that being the first time them two spoke, you know, it's kind of hard to defend the guy from that, man. You know, it's kind of hard to defend him still. You know, obviously now people are going to call him a clout chaser. And, you know, he must have knew. And, you know, it must have been his first time speaking to him. He wanted, as Ariel said, the clout. And, well, obviously, I don't want to put that on anyone, man. But obviously, yeah, let's just hope that, you know, Anthony Joshua... Let's just hope that that didn't bother him too much, man. Because obviously now, I saw a video of Anthony Joshua outside. You know, he's back out now and he's actually doing some training now. And obviously before, his uncle came out and said that Anthony Joshua was retired. He said Anthony Joshua was retired. So now, I'm not too sure. But obviously, you know, Anthony Joshua's a boxer. He's been doing boxing for pretty much his whole life now. So, like... You know, it's probably just to keep himself fit. But I don't know if he'll come back, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he retired, bro. I actually wouldn't be surprised, man. Because, you know, if you've lost 2 of your two close friends, one of them being, what was it, strength and conditioning coach, and the other one being, I forgot what the other one was, but they're obviously going to be in camp with him. Them not being there no more, it's just going to feel a bit weird, man. It's going to feel a bit empty. But, you know, you never know, man. Like, obviously, if you love something, he might even be like, you know what, you're going to do it for them. And, you know, just continue your journey, man. So yeah, that's him back in training, people. And yo, listen, just in case you're not aware, I'm actually starting a boxing journey. You know, I was supposed to have started this week, but it's gonna be next week. I'm gonna be actually doing it from scratch. I'm gonna be doing one-to-one coaching, and I'm actually gonna take this serious, man. And I want to show the people as well, you know, that you can start anything, bro. As long as you show up every day and actually just put the work in outside of, you know, supposed to be putting your work in, meaning like, you know, you don't only put in the work when, you know, it's that day. You know, you can be at home, you know, you can be doing drills, training, just working out, just looking after ourselves. Because, you know, I've realized, man, that, bro, we have one life, man. We have one body. If we don't look after it, it's, you know, that good old saying, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And listen, I remember when I was younger, and I'd be like, and I hear that from like my uncles and stuff, and that, yeah. And I'd be like, nah. I'm always gonna be fit and healthy, and, you know, I'm always gonna be rapid. Cause I'm rapid, and like, but obviously I've not really been running like that for a couple of years now. And like, you know, I tried running the other day, and that, yeah, like, let's just say I felt a little something in my knee, man. You know what I mean? I was like, oof, like, you know when you just feel that. I was like, man. Cause at the same time, I don't really do stretches. I don't really exercise too tough. You know, yo, listen, I ain't 18 no more, man. You know, I ain't 17 no more. So, yeah, I want to get back into it and actually take it serious and go on a journey with, you know, the Stutter Nation. And, you know, we can go on something together, man. This year, it's all about, you know, self-elevation and just looking after ourselves, man. And improving in every department, every way possible. And yeah, like that's the journey I wanna show. I think most clips are gonna be put onto TikTok. I'm gonna post most of my clips on TikTok, but I'm gonna do longer sessions too. I don't know if I'm gonna post it on this channel or do like a whole separate channel for that. I'm not really too sure. But yeah, I've got football content coming every day. I've already made that page. It's called Stoller Sports. I'm gonna be posting on there daily. And yeah, I got street interviews coming, bro. You know, I'm not gonna just do the lot, bro. You know what I mean? Because why not? And I encourage everyone else to do the same thing too. Whatever you've been saying that you want to do, just block out the noise. If you're gonna start doing some content, even if you get 2 views, who cares, man? I mean, I posted one video on the Stoller Sports, yeah, and after like 24 hours, I had like 2 views. I was like, damn, man, 2 views. But I don't care. But I'm here. I'm doing it. I don't care if it's just me and one other person. We're gonna be on this journey together. But your people, if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm out, man. Peace.